Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Alvan Global. If you're new here, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, because on this channel, we dig deep into the real stories others are too scared to touch. Now, let me ask you this. Who is this man? The one who somehow keeps popping up next to almost every African president, smiling, shaking hands, taking photos, like he's part of the cabinet, but he's not even a politician. I'm talking about a man who's gone from prison to presidential palaces, from fraud charges to first-class flights with heads of state. His name? Wicknell Chivayo. And oh boy, this story will make you question how power really works in Africa. So buckle up, and if this man ever shows up in your country before elections, my friend, maybe start hiding your ballot papers. So who is Wicknell Chivayo? A 42-year-old businessman from Zimbabwe. No fancy family name, no political title, not even a college degree. But somehow, this man's selfies read like the African Union guest list. Kenya's William Ruto, Tanzania's Samia Suluhu, Malawi's Lazarus Chakwera, Mozambique's Daniel Chapo, and of course, Zimbabwe's very own Emmerson Mnangagwa. Because these two, they're practically neighbors at every event. Like, honestly, I'm starting to think Wicknell has the same calendar as the president's WhatsApp group. But here's where it gets strange. He doesn't hold any official position, no ministry, no ambassadorship, yet he's always right there before major political events, especially elections. Coincidence or calculated timing? Let's find out. Now, rewind to 1997. Young Wicknell was a wage clerk at a bus company, the kind of job where your biggest flex is a working calculator. But then Zimbabwe's economy went south, and Wicknell dove into the black market forex trade. That hustle made him money and trouble. In 2004, boom, fraud conviction. He scammed a South African businessman in a money deal and landed 3 years at Chikurabo Maximum Prison. That's not a luxury retreat, my friends. That's the real deal, orange jumpsuit and all. But when he came out, he didn't just come out, he came back with a vengeance. He launched a company called Intratech Zimbabwe, and suddenly he's winning million-dollar government contracts. The big one? The Gwanda Solar Project, worth a jaw-dropping $173 million. Government paid him $5 million up front. And years later, crickets. No solar panels, no power, no nothing. Just sunshine and suspicion. Then court drama. Accusations of bribing the Zimbabwe Power Company chairman $10,000. But wait, plot twist. Wicknell said it was a personal transaction, not a bribe. And in a shocking 2021 twist, the Supreme Court actually sided with him. Not only was his name cleared, the government was ordered to pay him $22 million in damages. You heard that right. Man went from being accused of fraud to being paid millions, legally. If that's not divine favor, I don't know what is. After that, Wicknell became Mr. Everywhere. Election contracts, internet projects, medical supplies. It's like if there's a government deal worth more than $1 million, his name somehow sneaks into the fine print. Then, in 2024, South African investigators started connecting dots to a company called Renform, which allegedly printed election materials for Zimbabwe's Electoral Commission. Leaked reports claimed hundreds of millions of rand went into accounts linked to him. But again, no proof, no conviction. Wicknell said it's all lies meant to destroy his name. And guess what? The following year, 2025, another scandal. A $437 million cancer treatment project his company was linked to. Critics said it wasn't tendered properly and the math didn't add up. But Wicknell? Still walking tall, smiling, posting luxury cars on Instagram. My guy drives more Rolls-Royces than most African governments have ambulances. He's donating to churches, gifting houses, sponsoring football clubs. Even promised $10 million to the Zimbabwe Football Association if his preferred candidate won the presidency. The candidate won, but the money... Let's just say no one seems to have seen it. Now, here's the real twist. Back in 2018, Zimbabwe's president, Mnangagwa, called Wicknell a fly-by-night briefcase businessman and said people like him would be arrested. Fast forward to 2025, the same president is now calling him a philanthropist and praising his contribution to society. How does that kind of turnaround happen, fam? It's like your teacher once said you'd never pass math, and 5 years later, they're asking you to tutor their kid. But that's the thing. In Africa, sometimes power doesn't belong to the politicians alone. It belongs to those who can afford to stand next to them. Wicknell doesn't just network. He strategically photographs power. He makes sure you know exactly who he's standing next to. That's influence. Modern-day influence. Because maybe, just maybe, he's not lucky. Maybe he's mastered the art of the system itself. So what do we make of Wicknell Chivayo? Is he a genius who learned to play the game better than anyone else? Or is he a symptom of something deeper, a system where power and money dance in the shadows? Because here's what blows my mind. This man has been accused, investigated, dragged through courtrooms, and still ends up sitting next to presidents like he's part of their campaign team. You start to wonder, is he untouchable? Or just untouchably smart? And here's the cliffhanger. Sources say there are new projects tied to his companies across Africa and rumors that he's eyeing another multi-million-dollar government deal soon. Could this be the biggest twist yet, or the moment when his luck finally runs out? We'll find out soon enough, because this story isn't over yet. So stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll dig into Wicknell Chivayo, the man behind the presidents, Part 2, and find out just how deep this rabbit hole goes. And please, if Wicknell shows up at your state house, just kindly check if your national budget is still intact. All right, my Alvan Global family, what do you think? Is Wicknell Chivayo a smart businessman who outplayed the system, or is he just another example of power gone unchallenged? Let's light up that comment section. I want to hear from you. Zimbabweans, Kenyans, Tanzanians, Malawians, what's the vibe in your country? And before you go, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video so we can keep exposing the real stories that shape our continent. Until next time, this is Alvan Global, where we speak truth to power and sometimes laugh about it too. See you in the next one. Peace.